kids, Miss Amy here, and I'm really excited today to make this sweet nativity with you. You'll need a few ingredients to get started. Here's the list.
Graham crackers, icing or peanut butter, gumdrops, mini candy canes, animal crackers, and fruit by the foot.
Okay, now that you've gathered your ingredients, let's get started. You'll start with your icing. I made mine with some powdered sugar and a little bit of milk. It was very simple. You can also use peanut butter if you'd like. And then take a graham cracker, one whole piece, and add icing to the back of it, just like this. And you're going to start by putting that down on your plate, and that's going to be the foundation for your stable. Now here's an interesting fact about the stable in a nativity scene. We always have assumed that Mary and Joseph stayed in a stable, but the Bible doesn't actually say where they stayed. Now we know there was a manger, which is what animals eat out of, and we know that there was no room for them in the guest room, or sometimes that's translated in, but they could have stayed on the lower level of a house, which is also where people would bring in their animals to keep them out of the wind and storms. So it's possible they stayed in a stable. It's possible they stayed in the lower part of a house, but doesn't really matter which, because what's important is that God provided a place of refuge for Mary and Joseph and for baby Jesus to be born. If you haven't already, then I want you to go back and listen to Cookies and Christmas episode 2, where you will hear a lot more about the refuge that God provided for Jesus and the refuge that he provides for you and for me. Okay, now that you have your graham cracker foundation, you're gonna need some walls. Take 2 halves of your graham crackers and add a little icing and put them on either side of your foundation. And then the back wall is 1 full graham cracker, and you'll put that on there. Once you have all your walls up, you might need to let it dry for just a minute to make sure it's nice and stable, and then you can add the top of your nativity. Who do we put inside of our nativity scene? That's good. Yes, Mary and Joseph and Jesus. And here I have shepherds. So we can put shepherds, and there's an angel on top. Sometimes people put wise men. Wise men didn't come until Jesus was just a little bit older, so I'm not going to include them in my nativity scene, but it's okay if you do, because they're also part of the Christmas story. Let's see, who should we start with? Baby Jesus? Okay, Jesus is little teeny tiny, so he's only 2 gumdrops long. You'll start by putting 1 red gumdrop onto a toothpick, poke it through. Be very careful with the toothpick. And then you're going to take a yellow gumdrop, and that's going to be the head. And there's baby Jesus. Doesn't really look like baby Jesus yet, so what do we need to do? We just need to cut the bottom of our toothpick like this. Let's see. Ah, there, that looks better. And then you're going to make a blanket for baby Jesus, because remember, Mary wrapped him in strips of cloth or swaddling clothes. Okay, so our fruit by the foot makes a pretty good blanket. I'm gonna cut a nice long strip, and I'm gonna wrap it around baby Jesus. And here we go. And look, I've put him on a little piece of graham cracker and made a manger for baby Jesus to lay down in. All right, baby Jesus, time for a nap. Okay, so what's next? Let's make the shepherds. You are going to take your toothpick, and we need 3 gumdrops. A green one, that goes on first, and then a purple one, that goes on second, and then a yellow one, which goes on last, and we have our shepherd almost done. Okay, so again, you're gonna cut off the very end of the toothpick, and we just need to add a couple of things. What do we need? First, we need his little hat. Okay, so that's very simple. Again, we'll cut a little piece of fruit by the foot, and you'll just wrap that around his head. And then after he has his little hat on, he has one more thing in his hand, and he uses this to take care of the sheep. Do you know what it is? That's right, it's the shepherd's staff. And for that, you can use a candy cane. Just a little mini candy cane like this. Now, lastly, almost last, Mary and Joseph. Now, you can see them in here. They're super simple to make. I'm gonna take one out. And see, come here, Joseph. All right, so he is just 2 red gumdrops with a yellow gumdrop on top, and that is it. Super simple. All right, thank you very much. There you go. You go stand right there. Okay, I'm gonna add our angel. Our angel is 3 white gumdrops and 2 candy cane angel wings. Isn't that cool? Super easy, just a big glob of glue, icing, down the back of your angel, and then stick your 2 candy canes on there. And again, you want to set your angel down for just a minute. It doesn't take long, but you want those wings to dry and harden on the back of your angel so then you can put it on top of your nativity scene. You'll add some icing there and stick your angel on top. If Mary and Joseph are indeed in a stable and baby Jesus is laying in a manger, that means there must be some animals nearby. So get out your animal crackers and put a dab of icing on the back of an animal, and you can stick one on either side of the stable. Very last step, you'll take some toasted coconut and sprinkle it all around. This is like the hay that would be there for the animals, but it tastes so much better than hay. Have you tasted hay? Yeah, it doesn't taste good. Okay. All right, so our nativity scene is all finished. This was so fun. Thank you for tuning in to Cookies and Christmas, and I hope you'll continue to tune in all season long as Kids World brings to you different episodes of lessons and fun crafts. We'll see you soon. Bye.